Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee
Coffee break
Break.
with Brian and Grace.
I'm Grace, aka Wellness.
My name is Brian and my name is Mama Wellness.
Thank you. Um, I just would like to make an acknowledgement that we figured that out and we sorted that out and we're okay now. What are you eating?
Nothing.
Well, I actually have a really special treat tonight for me.
What's up?
It's my pee. No, so I've been only drinking my pee and it's just gotten darker as the process has gone on, but I found that my skin is getting worse. So, how has your journey been this week?
My journey's been a little rocky. I've seen better weathers that have been ahead of me before, but this journey that I'm on, I'm really trusting that the nature of it all will really just pan out into a beautiful fry.
Why are you talking like an old timey? Okay. How is your sexual life?
I haven't had any complaints as of yesterday.
You had sex yesterday?
Honestly, I think the beautiful thing about my sexual wellness is that when you do it, I feel like you transcend yourself and you really ascend into the stars. And so every time that I transcend, I really aspire to be the one.
What? What? I hear you. Do you ever worry though that what you're doing is more along the lines of dissociation?
I think dissociation is a big word, and a lot of time these wellnesses will throw them at you. And I think it's important to take the bullets and hit them in the chest, but at the same time, it's also important to see the fact that we as humans have an innate nature in us. And I think that innate nature, it makes us crave a sense of belonging. And so I think disassociating as long as you are belonging, honestly, at the end of the day,
But
that
don't you
aspires.
feel like you need to belong to yourself first?
I do belong to myself, but I maybe feel like you are kind of acting as if you are some type of light box that is beaming out beams onto a screen, maybe a projector. I feel like you're projecting, baby. And I almost feel as if it's harder for you to come at these experiences with me because you are on your journey of celibacy with men.
I think you're
Did
right.
you pop the balloon in between the man on the fly last time you tried to hump the balloon in between each other?
Um, I did a seminar last week where it was me in a room with 50 men, ranging from ages 21 to 101.
Hot cabooses.
That most of them were over the age of 95.
Mm.
45, 95-year-olds, one 80-year-old, one 72-year-old, and then the rest were 21. And I sort of had to sit there and think to myself, how do I not pounce on every single body in here? Because that's what the soul inside of us tells us to do. It tells us to pounce on any man that we see, but you have to restrict yourself, and I don't think you know that yet.
Honestly, I feel like maybe there is an aspect of me that needs to stop pouncing, but at times I feel like a wild beast in the forest ravaging for goods as if I am a liger in the wild pouncing on the preys of my mice. And sometimes I think I need to feed myself. These ligers in the wilderness, they need to eat the mouses. If you'll excuse me for just one moment. Thank you. I think it's important to keep these conversations private, so I just needed to shut my door because I heard some of my upstairs roommates
Do you,
thumping around the houses.
sorry, my nose is running away from me. Do you feel unsafe in your own lobby?
This lobby is a lobby of wellness and a lobby of retreat. And I
Really? Looks
think the
like the
retreat.
masseuse I went to last week. It seems like he snuck in.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that was accusatory of me, wasn't it?
I think you were acting like that box that omits light onto a screen today. And I
Are
think you
you
should.
discussing?
I think what's tricky about the word projecting is that it can often have these harsh anal suffixes to them.
I think you focus too much on anal things that you forget about the important things that are in front of you, as in your friendship with me. But maybe we just acknowledge that we should move past this conversation and move on to a higher topic.
And again, I do think it is that issue that your life creating organs, they have ran dry. And that's a terrible, terrible thing to do. And that's why celibacy is so hard on so many bodies. On so many bodies. And I really commend you for trying it your hardest. And I know this accusatory nature that you're having towards me is coming out of a place of firm, hard, supple love.
I've been thinking lately and talking to my guider, and I think they agree that maybe my journey with celibacy should end. Does part of me think that's because they want to have intercourse with me? Maybe, but maybe that is the only option. They are also 95 years old.
And I think your guider has this innate sense of wisefuls, wisefulness. I don't like that. I'm sorry. You continue.
I know you don't have a guider because you live in a lobby.
This is actually no lobby wellness.
You
This is
live
a
in a
Copa.
lobby.
This is a Copacabana of love.
The only thing Copacabana-ing is this pussy. That's the biggest fucking bite I've ever seen. No, no, no. Bring on the food, girl.
I got my Ian dress on.
Oh, you came to eat, big girl.
The blood of my enemies.
You know my mother died drinking blood. She choked on her own blood. You cannot bring that up around me. It brings the energy of the space down.
Well, my energy in my Copacabana has always been up, and you can't drag me down. I'm on a high right now.
I gave up alcohol in my past life. I've never had a drink. But I know I was an alcoholic before then.
And I gave up sex in my past life, but I knew I was a dominatrix horny freak back then.
Let's talk about our past selves. Mine was a father. He was an alcoholic father. He was sort of distant. Um, I do truly believe that in my past life, I was one of the Wright brothers. I made the planes. It's why when I see a plane in the sky, I have to put my, that's why right now is such a hard time for me because they keep like crashing. And the right in me when that's wrong. I also think I was Cleopatra. Who were you in your past life? Too busy chowing down on cookies to speak, are you?
In my past life, I was a plus-size camcorder and daytime park hopper. Yeah, I think I was a lesbian.
I think sometimes we blame our mistakes on our past selves to not take accountability for it, when in reality, we all know it's your fucking fault, fat ass.
That sounded a little pointed.
It wasn't a little pointed. It was long and hard.
Just
It
the
was
way
a
I like
motherfucking
it.
stiletto, bitch. You think I'm
Okay.
capable like this? No, bitch. I'm fucking please her. Were you actually coughing because there was no sound?
Got a piece of cookie in it.
This is what I saw. No sound.
Honestly, the silence is a beautiful thing.
You know who was silent?
Cool.
My mother, when she was choking on her blood.
I thought your mother was Helen Keller. She was blind, deaf, and mute, and choked to death on her blood.
Do we think that Brian here should, do we think that Brian here should be making fun of communities that he or they are not a part of?
And
Or
who's to
she?
say I'm not marginalized myself?
You are, but not in the ways of Helen Keller.
It wasn't real.
And you know who else wasn't real? Jesus. Now, do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? What was I gonna say?
Wellness, there's a lot to say about the political and
You
economical
don't
state
say
of the
my
world.
name right. It's Wellness.
Grace.
Try again, please.
Hey, I'll pass. I'll call you Grace.
Try again, please. Where are you eating?
I'm eating my lobby's complimentary potato chips.
Oh, so now you admit it's a lobby.
It's for guests and patrons only.
Guys, I think she's lying.
I'm really trying my hardest
Shh,
to
I'm
combat
listening
her
to the
bitchiness with
spirits.
kindness because
I'm
at the
listening
end
to
of
the
the day,
spirits.
kindness always works and it will always trump the spirit. Yes, I said trump, but it will always, 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 always work.
Was listening to the spirits and you interrupted me. 1 second, be quiet. What? You know, my mother used to eat added sugar and then she choked on her own blood and died. So, what's the correlation there, do we think?
I've never
One,
heard that story
one plus
once.
one is the same. It's four. My mother was beautiful, but she always had that